Bro, what a game, man. France, Senegal. What a game. That was a great game, man. Apart from the first half, I don't know what's going on in the first half, but apart from the first half, man, the second half delivered everything you could have asked for. And this is the game, man. That was the game we were waiting for. Before the game started, there was a lot of expectation, like especially from the France team, because if you look at France, man, if there's one team on paper for sure that can win this tournament, is France. Their starting lineup, the bench, like everybody can play. It seems like every position, man, they got 2 or 3 players on the bench, that can play that position too. Yeah, so France, there was a lot of talking, man, especially Kylian Mbappé, man. It seemed like Kylian got a lot of records for him to break this World Cup, and then that was the talk. And then, of course, a few years ago, Senegal beat France in a World Cup opener, and then that was the talk for Senegal. Can they do it again? Can they run it back? And the first half, man, what a game from Senegal in the first half. They had a great first half, man. Everything was working for them on the first half, man. The way they were relaxed on the ball, the composure they had from building from the back, man. It was nice to see because, you can see the composure from Senegal players, but France, every time they got the ball, they always try to rush, and then the passes never click. Nothing really worked for them the first half when everything was working for Senegal. The thing is, Senegal should have scored, man. They should have scored in the first half. If you're playing against France, a team with that caliber, man, a team with that attack, because on any moment, man, like any minute, man, they can punish you. Senegal should have capitalized on the first half. At least one goal, man. That goal, that shot from Jackson, man, that hit the post. Bro, most of the time when you see those actions, the ball hit the goalkeeper, the ball always ends up in the back of the net. And then for some reason, man, that ball went outside. And then Senegal, number 19, man, this guy had so many good chances in the first half, especially that action when the cross was coming from inside, man. He turned his body, dude. He turned his body, man, and he still missed the tap in. That cost them, man. That cost them big time because the first half, France wasn't doing anything. Anything wasn't clicking for Mbappé. Nothing was working for the attack. It was their defense. The best player in the first half was Upamecano. That was it, That's all bad they were, man. The best player in the first half was a defender, man. So I think that's what happened. If you play against this team, man, at any moment that can change it. I mean, if you look at France's first goal, bro, that first goal, you don't even see where that goal was coming from. All you see, Olise got the ball, and as usual, you're thinking Olise is going to try to take his defender on a one-on-one because that's what he does. Boom, man. Kylian made the run behind the defenders. Nobody saw that coming. Mendy should have done better, though. Mendy should have done better on that goal. There's no way here for Mendy to be in that position and then he's trying to block the ball with his hand. You got to go with your leg, man. Courtois, Neuer, they're not conceding this ball because these guys, man, they are so good at blocking balls like with their feet. So, yeah, that first goal, I know, it seemed like Mendy did not expect Kylian to make that turn so quick, but he was trying to go with his hand, man. Gotta go with your leg there because you're already in the position. All you have to do, man, get on your butt, use your leg, and then that's it. But Kylian, man, nice finish, bro. 1-0, And then if you look at it, even before that, Senegal wasn't playing bad. But the same way they were playing in the first half wasn't the same because at the beginning of the second half, they were having a hard time building from the back. I remember they lost 2 balls in the midfield, and then they almost conceded 2 goals. They had 2 great saves, man. So the second half, as time go in the second half, by watching the game, you can see the goal was coming. It was just a matter of time because France was getting more and more comfortable. If you remember in the first half, every time France got the ball, they were building on the half, and then in the second half, before they score, in the second half before they score. The first goal, they start to build and Senegal half. So you can see they were getting into it. And it seemed like French men with so many talent, of course it was going to happen. One thing that worked for France is when Olise dropped in the midfield because that's what they were missing. That's what France was missing in the first half. When they got the ball, it was mostly Rabiot and Tchouaméni. They don't have anyone that dropped to get the ball. Because I think Dembele was playing as a cam, so Dembele never really dropped to get the ball. Sometimes you see Doué drop, but when Doué drop, he doesn't have anyone to bring it to because his ring is empty. Nobody come. And this is when in the first half, I'm like, damn, this guy's Demis Griezmann, because Griezmann used to do that for them. I'm like, I feel like the attack was a little more balanced when they asked Griezmann, because Griezmann not gonna stay in the camp position, bro. Griezmann will drop. Sometimes, Griezmann will drop between the defenders to get the ball, to help the attack. And then today we didn't have that, man. It was Rabiot and Tchouaméni, and those two guys really cannot bring the ball. They are they are defenders players. Like, we got that problem with Tchouaméni in Real Madrid, where all he does is defense. He's not going to take the ball from the defense and bring it up, So somebody in the attack got a drop. And then in the second half, when Olise started dropping, I think there's a pass he gave Kylian Mbappé, man, when Mbappé was trying to block it and then dribble the keeper. You see, that was the first attack when he dropped in the midfield, and then he got the ball, and then he tore it in the midfield there, and then he passed it. And look at the goal again, where he got the ball. He dropped, got the ball in the midfield, push with it, man, and then find Kylian Mbappé. So this is what France, moving forward, man, this is what they need to do. They need somebody to drop to get the ball. And I think, if Dembele not doing it, put Olise inside, because when Olise switched inside today, he did it. Or start with Cherki, man. I think Cherki can play that composition really well, man. But, yeah, I feel like Senegal, man, they had their chances in the first half. They could have done better. They could have done way better in the first half, man. There was no reason for them to not score in the first half, because everything was working for them in the first half. Because in the first half, it was all them, man. They were the one that dictate the play. They were the one that was controlling the game, the speed, everything. And then unfortunately, man, they didn't do anything. I mean, I think they only got one shot on target in the first half with all the chances, all the action they had. So yeah, man, I feel like Senegal didn't play that bad. They just couldn't finish, man. And they have Nicolas Jackson as their striker. I mean, we've seen it in Chelsea so many times, this guy, he just can't finish. And honestly, today, he didn't really have that much chances. Like, he did create some chances. He had, I think, from the course when he tried to put the ball in and get it, and then his goal, that was offside. Apart from that, but he didn't really get that much clear chances. I think that number 18, I forgot his name, got better chances, man. He's the one that should have scored for them in the first half, And then Senegal scored, man. Down 2-1, man. They scored a beautiful goal. Yo, he dropped the defender, man. Dude, he dropped him bad, man. Like, embarrassing. Bro, as a defender, man, the striker drop you that bad, and then the finish on the action, man. Yeah. Gotta be embarrassed. And then that goal, man, I feel like, the goalkeeper was afraid of the ball. Like, I don't know. It's two things. Either he was afraid of the ball, or he was trying to read the ball. Because the ball is coming, and he was about to go to the right side. Dude, it seemed like he was running away from the ball, and then he just put his hand in, and then, that was a powerful shot. So, that was a powerful shot, man. The way he put his hand in, of course it was going to be in the back of the net. That was a nice goal, man. And then, not even 30 seconds later, Kylian Mbappé, I think this is the goal of the tournament for now. That was a beautiful goal, man. Belgium scored a nice goal last night, but I think that Kylian goal, man, is a beautiful goal. I think it could be the best goal in the tournament so far, man, because the distance, the power, Mendy stood no chance, man. Dude, honestly, like, when he got the ball, I thought, like, it was going to chip it because Mendy was playing so high. But Mendy was actually in the best position he could have been. And then Kylian just smashed it, man. Smashed it in the back of the net. 3-1, man. Give them 2 goals lead again, man. And then everything was calm. Celebration was like, relax, guys. Kylian is here, man. Yeah. It start, man. First game for France, score a brace. So, can I get any better than that, man? Can I get any better than that, man? I think Kylian gonna break that goal scoring record so bad. Because when you look at it, Kylian probably can play 2 more World Cups. Bro, Kylian can play 2 more World Cups, man. So, this World Cup is going to break the goal scoring. And then he can play 2 more. So, He's gonna break that record so bad, man. It's gonna take a while before somebody, it's gonna take a while, man, before somebody can break it again. But yeah, man, France got it going in the second half. So, there's a lot to learn from them from this game, man, especially the first half, man, because France was bad, man. It was so frustrating, man, watching France in the first half. You know why it was so frustrated? Because there are like too much talent on the field, man, for them to be playing that bad, man. Like the passes, man, like they could even make 4 passes. That's how bad it was, man. And then Senegal, they wasted the first half, man. At least they should have scored 1 goal, man, because they got so many good opportunities or so many actions that could have been some better looking opportunities, but they didn't make nothing out of them, man. And then that cost them, that cost them the game, that cost them 3 points. But they didn't play that bad, man. I think they still got a chance in this group, and yeah, I think they can still make it out. But France, man, that second half was near to perfection, apart from the goal they conceded, but that was a good second half, man. The attack, you saw more combination from the attack in the second half. Like Olise, that pass to Barcola, that pass to Kylian Mbappé. I think the only player that was out of it today was Dembele. Kylian wasn't good in the first half, but the second half, Kylian picks things up. It got better. But Dembele, like, you don't see Dembele at all, man. Like, I'm surprised it took him that long to take out Dembele, man. Dembele didn't get out until the 80, I think it was like the 79th minute. 79th minute, man. And, bro, I actually see Dembele when he was being subbed out. That's all bad he played, man. But great game for France, man. 3 points in the bag. So I don't think we're going to see another first half from France like that, man. They are definitely got to see what worked for them here in the second half. And the next game, man, they're going to start that way. Trust me, they're going to start that way. So you guys let me know, man. Let me know what you think about the game, man. Let me know what you think about that Kylian Mbappé goal. If it's the goal of the tournament so far. And then I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.